Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. My name is Micaela. We are continuing on in our alignment series. In this video, we're going to be talking about triangle pose or trikonasana. When you're ready, finding your way to your mat, I invite you to bring at least one block with you, just like you did maybe for extended side angle, to use as support for that bottom arm. Take your time, finding your way to your mat when you're ready. So triangle pose has a similar base to warrior two. So stepping back with your left leg, find your warrior two base. Take as long as you need, make all those adjustments. Again, the feet don't need to be in line with one another. The left heel can kick back. Active through that right leg as it stacks in line with that right foot. Arms reach forward and back just like for warrior two. If you'd like to use your block for triangle, we're going to take it to the outside of that right foot. So begin to straighten through the right leg, just like we did for extended side angle. We're going to start to tug that right hip back and notice how it pulls the left hip forward, and we're going to pause here. The biggest misconception for triangle pose is stacking the hips like you're between two panes of glass. No judgment for teachers who give this cue, right? It's all just a little misconception that's been passed along from teacher to student. That's okay. Knowing what you can do for yourself in these general public classes is what we're providing here, so that you have that ultimate autonomy for yourself. So with that straightened leg, that tucked right hip, the left hip pulling forward, we're going to hinge forward. Continue to tuck the right hip. Let the left hip continue to reach forward. Drop the right palm maybe to your block or to hover on the outside of the right leg. Left arm to the sky. Now keep a little micro bend in the right knee. Active through that right side body. So take a moment, maybe bringing your left hand down to the left side of your rib cage. If you feel like it's curved, what would it feel like to zip the left side down so that it's equal sign on the two sides of your rib cage, right? From here, again, let the left hip point continue to pull forward, activate the core, squeeze the fingers together. Maybe you look up at your top palm. Notice how you feel, press into both of your feet. And as you're ready, we'll come up through center and step the left foot forward. So I don't know about you, but giving myself the space of letting that left hip pull forward rather than trying to pull it on top of the right finds ease in the knees for me, because again, the legs are kinetic lines of energy, right? What we're doing in one joint is going to then affect the other two in that line. So we're going to take it on the other side so we're even. This time the left leg is forward. We step back with the right. Find your warrior two legs. The right heel kicks back. The feet don't need to be in alignment. They can be separate like they're on train tracks. Arms reach forward and back. Begin to tug your left hip underneath you. Straighten through the left knee. Begin your hinge forward. Keep a little bit of a micro bend in that left knee as you begin to fold. Bringing the left hand down, maybe to your block or maybe to hover outside of the left calf. The key to finding a stack of the shoulders here is to have the hand on the outside of the leg. If you bring it to the inside of the leg, we are now no longer in alignment in the shoulders, right? They're no longer stacked. So bringing the hand to the outside of the calf is key. With that right side rib cage, we're going to knit it down so we've got a nice equal sign through both sides of the ribs. Continue to tuck that left hip, squeeze the fingers together, and maybe look up at your palm. Notice how you feel before rising up to stand, bringing the feet together. So that's another big thing with triangle, is where to place that bottom hand so we have that nice stack of the shoulders. You can always play with that. Notice how it feels to bring the hand to the inside versus the outside, because ultimately it's up to you. Just because that's how it's done doesn't mean that's how you have to do it. This yoga that we're practicing is fairly new in the lineage and history of the practice of yoga itself, so feel free to make it work for you. Thank you again for joining me. My name is Micaela. If you haven't already, subscribe and we will continue on in our alignment series. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, go ahead and drop them down in the comments below.